Hey everyone, it's Meg and Yuna, who is very asleep on her beanbag. Actually, I could show you the front view if you wanted. That's her there, and then that's her there, and she's just really cute. She's really, really eepy. The missile is eepy. Welcome back to another reaction episode to The Expanse Season 4. I'm very excited to watch. It's been really crazy couple weeks, so that's why this reaction has taken a while. And I don't even know when it's gonna come out on the YouTube channel. My editors are very preoccupied with other things. By editors, I mean my friend and mod, Valowin, who is doing more gaming stuff. I have more gaming stuff on my channel. And then Caleb is really invested in the Star Wars content. He does such a good job editing them that I'm not forcing him to edit The Expanse. So it's on me to record and edit and post all of this, which it's a good life. Like, I'm not complaining per se. I'm just trying to explain if people are like, what the heck? Because we've had some angry fellas, but I know they don't represent the majority, and I'm just really grateful for those of you that are patient. Also, there's a lot going on in the world, and while this show is extremely relevant and I love it, also it can be quite a bit triggering, and if I've already cried once because of real world events, I don't necessarily want to cry because of The Expanse. That being said, I'm feeling emotionally stable today, and also like crying because of the show is more cathartic. Like, I was relating to real world events and pain and genocide and stuff with Justice League, so it's like you can't really avoid that. I'm just gonna lean into it if I feel mentally strong enough to, and learn, because this show teaches me a lot. Last thing I'll say is I'm playing Halo right now, if you didn't know, and I just love the similarities. They're very different stories, of course, but there are similarities, and I feel like playing Halo and also watching Halo Legends in the movies and then watching The Expanse, it's such a good little duo, because just, you know, the Forerunners, the ancient civilization, like there's so many, the rings, the portals. It's really cool. Let me know if you're a fan of both, what you prefer, if you prefer one over the other, or like, yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and watch.
We reach out, and reach out, flipping close to the goddamn monkey to see if something clicks. Talk to me, General. As for a lawyer, be smart about this. So what do we got here?
That was the investigator. I don't really know what he was talking about, but...
Any more swarms are heading our way, I want to know before they get...
Are you ordering them?
Maybe these are the things that brought down your shuttle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must be it.
Think there's something to that?
I'll go check out the crash site.
Amos, go with them.
Yeah, are you gonna stop fighting?
I'll join you.
Stay here. Keep an eye on things. I'll be fine.
Keep an eye on things. Wow.
It's made out of metal.
So it's a machine.
Well, that's very terrestrial thinking.
Oh, is it?
She's a belter. Is it?
To us, this looks like a machine, but on this planet, it could be an organism.
That's so cool. Ugh. I also love this set. Like, it's so cool to see the quality go up with the details.
If it's active.
Yeah, we should test everyone for infection.
What? Oh, wow. Protomolecule of infecting a machine, maybe. Oh. Oh, that's... Okay. A lot of them. Dead bodies? Wait, what if they come back to life and it's like legitimately protomolecule zombies?
It appears they came from the Sojourner, a prospective UN colony ship, at the blockade for nearly 13 weeks waiting for permission to transit the rings.
13 weeks.
I'm sure the UN will graciously accept their share of the blame.
If they were aware of the incident, they would have told us by now.
Unless they're waiting to see if we're honest enough to tell them ourselves, which we must.
Sends a message
Oh.
that peace cannot change a century of anger overnight. And that there are belters who still know how to hate.
Terrorists? Extremists?
You're very good in those boots, ma'am.
Oh, where are you? Where are you? Oh, she's such a queen now with interplanetary travel. She's come so far. What is that, Mars? Gosh, I just see like orange and I think Mars. That's so beautiful.
I never thought I'd see the aurora borealis on Mars.
What?
That's what you get when you make a magnetosphere.
Oh.
Such romantic. They made their own clouds. Brings to mind the people who built the great Gothic cathedrals, knowing they belonged dead before the work was finished. We've lost that kind of generational thinking on Earth.
Yep.
Here, you see it in everything they do.
I like the things you see better than the ones I do.
Oh, that's so sweet. Wow. That's so true. And the music, so beautiful. I love this long shot. Oh no. What happened?
Detained or searched. Remain in place until you receive further instructions.
Oh, it's awful. What?
Formerly Gunnery Sergeant Roberta Draper of the Martian Marine Corps.
Before that, I was center on my basketball team.
Dishonorably discharged for repeated acts of insubordination.
No, they moved me to power forward.
You think you're funny?
Do you?
Customs Inspector first. He was found in a cargo container this morning with his neck snapped. Your file says you were directly involved in the deaths of 2 members of your Marine fire team.
There's a lot more to that story, but I'm betting you don't care. Yeah, and they also trained me to snap necks. But I haven't done either of those things since coming home.
Is it? Smart.
She's so
still
sick of
home.
it. Oh my god.
Having dinner with the UN Secretary General is quite an honor for a Martian dock worker.
Oh, that was an RSVP. Okay. That's why she was like, oh.
You seem very fond of Earthers.
Oh my
For a Martian,
gosh.
Fuck you.
Yep.
Everything I've ever done has been for Mars.
Yep.
I came back here to willingly face a court-martial for Mars. I scrap those bloody ships every day for Mars.
Wow.
This is just how it's gonna be from now on, right?
Do let us know if you learn anything that might be useful in our investigation. Demolition Tech, 3rd class Draper.
Oh. Jesus. There's just like no recognition for her. It's so awful. I think that her arc demonstrates a lot of why, like how veterans are treated, especially in America. Well, it's cool that they have testing now. Again, we've come really freaking far. I am scared of this guy.
How did anyone live through this?
I don't think they really get along. Well, remember I said Amos in a scene with a new character or another character is very good moral judgment. Like, I feel like we can tell a lot about the character with what Amos thinks of them. Be careful, please.
It's like a blasting
Murdy.
cab to you.
It's Mercury. And yes it does.
I think someone blew up this pad.
Oh! In the ship? It came within the ship?
Only that there was no lithium here and they never found a way in. You know how belters are.
Do you know that she's a belter?
You've got us totally figured out.
Oh, well, she'll make it known. Yeah, I don't think she fucking knew. Yeah. Love those stereotypes. I love these jackets. Where can I get a jacket like that, guys?
Take your back.
I'm fine.
Oh! know.
Got here.
Getting used to the horizon and open spaces. If it wasn't for, you know, this might even be fun.
Yeah. She's doing such a good job acting wise with this, like the discovery, the newness, the curiosity. She's so beautiful. Her acting is beautiful. Her facial expressions, it really moves me. Oh my God. I just got like goosebumps. I won't say chills. I got like kind of creepy goosebumps. And it's probably the music too. Whoa, this reminds me of Andromeda. Mass Effect Andromeda. Is she okay? I heard her breathing heavily. I think she might be pushing it.
Radioisotope dating puts this structure at approximately 1.5 billion years old.
When it landed here, it would have killed everything it touched.
So evolution on this planet would have had to start over.
3
biomes then.
Oh my gosh. He's like a prophet. He's a sage.
Oh.
That's
What were you
crazy.
expecting?
Just feels dead.
This is so much for my brain.
Too much dust in the air here.
Well, you know, I'd probably get Amos to come and help you out with that.
Yeah.
He's kind of a genius when it comes to gizmos.
Oh, so far so good. We checked out pretty much everyone in this town that had any kind of injury.
In
from
this
those
town?
bugs.
I can't with him. He's so cute.
So, I heard a little rumor that there's a saloon around here.
A saloon?
Well, I could really use a drink. I think you could too.
Are you hitting on her?
Looks like we got 2 new customers.
Uh-oh.
This is Jacob, my husband.
Oh.
And our daughter Felsia.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Same.
Okay, I think he was a little interested.
Alex, you're welcome to join for dinner.
Are you gonna be a homewrecker?
You guys need some family time together, right? All right, I'll see you soon.
Oh. I think I interpreted that scene correctly. Amos, what's your read on him? Uh-oh.
You speak for this camp?
Oh no.
Where did you get this?
At the pad. You people blow up that pad deliberately. That's what took down our shuttle.
No, I thought it was inside.
That's ridiculous.
How would they do
You
that?
needed that landing pad to get our lithium into orbit.
What if it's an inner in your ship that did it?
And you have until morning to give me the people that planted the bomb.
That's his read on him. No offense, but is that a Nazi? Oh no. Look at his face. Why aren't you considering that someone messed with it? Like someone came as either a terrorist or like kind of like Melba.
It's not my friend.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
What do you got on tap?
What you got to butter?
Oh, slay. Oh. She didn't tell her. And that was the one questioning her in episode 1. Interesting.
I have an invitation.
You've been flagged for additional screening.
I'll handle this. She's a personal guest of the Secretary General.
She deserves so much more than that. I just want her off of it. Like, no, I know Mars has its benefits, but the military and to just, she's not one of them anymore. I just want more for her.
I'm Bobby.
Oh. This is horrible. This makes me so sad.
Sergeant Draper.
I'm not a sergeant anymore, sir.
Of course, my apologies. Roberta.
Bobby, please. Who are you?
Sergeant Avasarala, at your service.
Okay, sorry. I thought it was her husband, but I wasn't sure.
Thank you in person for saving my Christian's life.
You're welcome, sir. Respectfully, if you married Christian, you're a hell of a lot braver than I ever was.
Cute.
My dear friend, Admiral Michael Sauder once said, "The war does not end when people put down their guns. It ends when they reconcile." Killed for following his conscience. He died in defense of Earth and Mars and the greater truth that unites us. But my planet has no monopoly on people of courage and conscience. They're here as well.
Oh, I was just about to say like that her inviting Bobby shows that it's not like a political advantage, but I think that was a political advantage. She's using her like a pawn.
Medina Station continues to exist only by the goodwill of Earth and Mars, and our fleets. Belters would do well to remember that.
Why do you think that she's responsible for the... lumping them all together is so
They want to head on a spike
horrible.
so they don't look weak.
Well, they are weak.
Yep.
The Innas can no longer police the belt.
Then we had best do it for them. Exactly.
Yeah, they're feeling too safe with them. And look in the Mormon like church. Oh goodness.
So, first day on a planet.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Terrifying.
No.
Glorious. Make a tea. Do you want a coffee?
Sure.
She knows him. Are you okay? What happened? Oh, she's not doing well. Honey, you gotta be honest. Oh, I knew it. I knew she was pushing through. Oh, no, I hate it. I knew it. So sad. It's just like as a woman who also thinks that I have to hide my illness and weakness, like
Late.
I'm fine. Just a little tired, that's all.
You ain't taken to the gravity drugs as well as we'd hoped.
she wants to belong.
You don't, you're gonna have palpitations and eventually your heart, it's...
I'll get through it.
Naomi?
Don't say anything to Holden. He'll overreact. He's got enough on his mind already.
She's crying. Oh my god, I love her.
Pirate who attacked the Amberjack might be related to the one who spaced the Sojourner's colonies.
Mako Inaros. Naomi said you knew what he did to her. She's one of the smartest people I've ever met.
Wait, who?
How did Mako Inaros get his hooks in her?
Wait. Is that her ex?
Which factions hate him the most?
Sojiro, Dos Arregas.
I don't remember.
This will need to be sanctioned.
What he did to
Not
Naomi.
even a goodbye?
You were busy, but it was nice to meet your husband.
Be careful. He is a charmer, but he'll only break your heart.
He was the only one who would even speak to me.
She doesn't want to be used.
Playing some game that I don't understand. It was humiliating.
I don't like it when she cries.
Table.
Show the rest of the idiots in that room that you still have friends in high places.
All they saw was Earth calling its lapdog to heal.
Yeah.
Come and work for me.
What?
Fuck these people. If they don't see how glorious you are, they don't deserve you.
I don't need you to save me. You don't owe me this.
Bobby.
Yes, she does. Please, Bobby. That's so sweet. Oh my god.
So what do we got here?
Uh-oh. It's in his mind. Does he remember? I'm doing what you want.
We need to talk.
Oh!
I'm busy.
Those bugs that attacked us, was that because of you?
Unlike the political locusts to welcome you to town, though. But they're not important.
Important when they were slicing up the fucking camp.
What's important is where they came from. You were on the right track, kid, but we gotta go.
Okay, stop. Where are we going?
Jim. What did he say?
I think they honestly need to be separated right now. Just for their both of their own goods.
We're all going.
No.
I'd feel a hell of a lot better if someone stayed at the Rossi, watched our asses in case we need backup.
I'll look after you boys.
Oh, okay. She appreciates it. It's so sweet. Like, I ship them so much. They're such twin flames, like hiding things, trying to figure out.
All right, well, Holden and I are going on this mission.
Oh. Oh my god, Holden is not in charge. There's no, like, I mean, ultimately, yeah, but I love that they just don't care. How many have you had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You trying to take my job?
Why? What?
No. I got a better one.
Yes, he does.
Oh, wow. They don't let you sleep on the ship?
I'm gonna sleep outside.
Oh.
It's like Earth here.
Yeah.
Less pollution and more moons.
That's like Caleb. Caleb loves to sleep on the floor, and that sounds so bad. But he loves to, like, sit on the floor and be outside.
Where are you going?
Meet some friends.
I love how abrasive she is. I love that she's like with Christian's husband. She was just like, "Who are you? Where are you going?" I honestly love that shit. I love when people are direct and impolite. Are you following him? Wait. What? Oh no. What's happening? What is this?
What the hell are you up to?
Okay, look, you have to go. Please, I'll explain later.
What is this shit?
It's just focus drugs. Okay, please, if they see you here, they'll kill me.
I'll kill you myself. You're coming home with me. Right. But your girlfriend here knows something about a customs agent getting beat to death down by the docks this morning.
Oh.
Weird. Shut the door.
She saw, that's why she stopped. When she saw her.
Look, I had no idea she was coming, I swear.
Oh, fuck this.
Good job, good job. Oh, it's good to have Aunt Bobby, huh? Can I have an Aunt Bobby? Can I have an Aunt Bobby? No, you need to work for Christian. She needs you. Okay. You're good. That'll be good. Yeah, I think, yeah, he's down. He's down. Yeah, for sure.
You're so fucked.
No.
David's out. For good. And next time there won't be a next time.
She's not gonna snitch. And I think that's the issue.
Hurry up!
Oh! Oh my god. Okay. Oh, Jesus. So as she passed her, she was like, oh, that's David's girlfriend. And I didn't get a good look at her, so I don't know if she looked suspicious or anything. But yeah, she had something to do with that murder. But if she doesn't snitch, she could be held liable. Oh my god, so cool. Has anyone else played Mass Effect Andromeda? It's just him and Alex.
I'm good!
Back on series. Fuck. Get this water theft. It's always a big problem.
Yeah.
That. I need that out of there, okay? It's clogging up the works.
A root.
Yeah. Hey, we're all doing someone else's dirty work, kid. I'm just flipping switches, you know, seeing what lights come on, and right now that's a switch I can't flip.
I love that he's constrained by stuff that he said before and like what Miller would say.
Lasts for billions of years and it can't handle a few roots.
Hmm.
All right, no coma this time, kid.
All right, no coma this time.
I'd settle for just not having your voice in my head.
Hey, be nice.
Well, that would be swell. 100,000 people died on arrows. Try carrying that around in your skull.
Oh.
You still hear their voices?
Voices. Memories. Old woman humming her wedding song. People screaming.
Oh.
Death never comes.
I'm sorry.
Maybe we can all finally get some sleep, huh?
Yeah. Oh. Oh. So Amos got lucky, but Alex did not get lucky.
Yeah, you, Pampa.
Pampa.
You hear that?
You got no right to threaten us.
He's gonna kill them.
Fucking in as you come, I reckon.
He doesn't. I'm scared of him.
Care, verehrte? They ain't over yet.
No, that was a threat.
Fuck! He needs to leave. He needs to leave. There's no reason for this guy to be here. He's severely injured. He is scary. He needs to leave. Like, I would rather have a belter like that guy he just murdered in cold blood, you know, actively, oh, it's moving! Yelling and being clear about who he is, than that silent type that just like has these controlled bursts of anger.
Hold it! You need to get out of there now.
Yeah, you gotta get out. You gotta get out. I think it's leaving. Miller, why wouldn't you warn him? I'm sorry, investigator. Oh, shit. RP anyone with claustrophobia. You know what would have been good if Amos had been there? But also Amos had to witness that murder. Oh my god, fuck this. This is horrible. Oh, thank god. Oh, thank god. There you go.
Are you okay?
Yeah, we're all right.
See, that's why she wants to be around too. It's not only to like prove something to herself and for belters, it's her people there. Is it gonna fly away?
What the fuck was that?
Protomocule. Or is it just lightning? I don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't. Oh, of course. Cliffhanger. I feel like that's either lightning as we know it, or based on a certain biome, or it's lightning. It's protomocule lightning. And it could be to like get rid of that planet, because the protomocule is trying to do what the protomocule does and survive. We don't really know its intentions yet, but I mean, I don't think we ever will. It's just, it doesn't see things good or bad, even though what's interesting is the investigator does feel guilt and sadness for hearing the voices in his head from Eros, and I don't know if that's just Miller's conscience or if it's the protomolecule, like, also, you know. But I think for me, you know, I work so hard to remember that the protomolecule isn't evil. It doesn't mean to do evil things, doesn't mean to take people out in an evil, bad way, but also it's not actively trying to save Holden. At least I don't think so, because he could have, you know, warned him what was going to happen. Like the protomolecule / the investigator could have warned him, but also it's weird because it's constrained to Miller's thoughts and words. So like, I don't even know, but all I will say is I think for me, I need to kind of check myself and remember that yes, it's not thinking of things in good or evil, but I forget often the good. Like, I want to believe that the investigator cares about Holden and, you know, cares about the people on that planet. But as we've seen before with Eros and stuff, it's doing what it needs to do, or what it thinks it needs to do, for like the good of things, and like not even the good of things, but the longevity. Like, it sees things in a way greater perspective, to the point where little lives don't matter. And it's interested in the civilization that was wiped out, and it's interested in the big bad. So what if the big bad is there and that's what it's doing? It's like those lightning strikes are trying to either like bring more protomolecule, or it's trying to like kill people. It's just such an interesting thing. It's like that's not his friend. The investigator is not Holden's friend, but it's also not his enemy. And he just does have to listen. He has to listen and figure it out. And also, like, thank goodness that it's Miller who's showing himself, because he's a detective. So I don't know. It's just really interesting, and it blows my mind a bit. And I don't even know if it would be lightning in the traditional sense of lightning. We'll see. I won't speculate too much. I really loved, and my heart broke at Bobby's arc. I don't even know if it's an arc. It's really sad. It's just, you know, showing her loneliness and development. And sometimes when you grow, it's very lonely, especially if you outgrow a culture or your family of origin, your place of origin. And she's doing such a great job of, like, you know, not reverting. She cannot revert. Roberta cannot revert back to who she was beforehand. And I just love that they're shining a spotlight even more on her story when she was just like, I've done everything for Mars. Like, everything I've done has been for Mars. Even killing her team, it is for Mars, okay? Because everyone would have been annihilated. Like, everything she does, she is thinking in Mars's perspective, and also her own and her people's. And I feel like her consideration of Mars and its people is actually more authentic and true than some of the other Martian leaders I've seen. You know, it's totally focused on colonization and winning and beating people to the location so that they can colonize, and carving out the map and developing this. This is the same girl who was just she was having the visions of what they said Mars would be, with the greenery and the sea. This is the same girl who was looking out at the sea and crying and feeling so free. And she's just grown up so much. She's just grown so much, period. And, like, she 100% deserves to work with Christian. I do trust Christian. I think she totally overlooked, which happens, what Bobby's life would be like at this point, and how she would feel just kind of being neglected and feeling used in that political dinner party, you know? But she instantly was just like, okay, fuck those people, because if they don't see how glorious you are, work for me. And I just loved that, because she does love her. Like, Christian does love Bobby. And her authentic, like, her husband's very authentic gratitude to her. He chose to sit beside her. Christian is not a traditional politician, at least I know, in my country, that just cares about how she can get ahead. Like, I love that they show, yes, she's calculated. And she's going to put Earth first and all this other stuff. But she does care about her people. And she's always seen potential in Bobby. She's always seen the goodness of Bobby. And, like, the three of them, her and Bobby and, sorry, blanking on his name, the other bodyguard that passed. It was such a gorgeous trio. And, like, I think it wasn't a mistake to put in Bobby's, like, protection of her nephew, because that's what she could do for Christian. That's what I was thinking. And she loves her nephew so much. I love that she's just like, get the fuck up, you know? She's just like, how stupid can you be? But also, you know, it's loving. It's like, get out of here. And it's interesting. Like, I wonder why she didn't turn them in or say that she was going to turn them in, because I think they could, like, kill, if they were capable of killing that family man, the cargo, whatever. I think they're capable of killing David or trying to kill Bobby. And so I do want her to go work for Christian, but I also worry for David. I really do. To leave all of them alive like that, and that girlfriend is just so scary. So I'm eager but also nervous to see what happens with that. Naomi and Holden, I will always ship them. They're so sweet. And the scene of, you know, you could hear her breathing. The sound mixing was so good. The progression, like, she was so good at pretending everything was fine. But you could hear her breathing. She was struggling, and that's why I was like, I think that she's pushing it. But women have a tendency to have like a high pain tolerance, and we don't want to burden anyone. I know I can't, that's such a generalization. It's just what I've seen in the women I've grown up with, and even, you know, in media and books and stuff. There's just this like, oh, I don't want to burden you, so I'm just gonna deal with this. And like that scene of her like kind of collapsing as soon as she was alone, I remember almost fainting in a Bikram yoga class, and I didn't want to bother anyone when I fainted. And so I made it. The world, it was like spinning like that. And black was surrounding my eyes. And I made it into the bathroom and I collapsed. And I came to on the floor of the bathroom. And it had only been like a minute probably. And then I just left and I went home. And it's so, like, I do not defend that or say that that's good, but there is just this tendency of simply, I don't want to be a bother, and I could die right now. You know, it's just my personal experience, what I've seen from other women, and it's so heartbreaking. And I'm really grateful for the show for showing something like that, you know. And it's not only just I don't want to bother you, it's Naomi is so frustrating because also, you know, the whole thing of how she broke away from the Rocinante crew, she gave the proto-molecule to Fred Johnson. And that was like a choice that she was kind of burdened with. And she does a lot of things solo. And it makes sense when you think of her backstory, what little we know of it. And she just doesn't want to bother anyone, but she also will make the decisions without consulting people. It's just a very resilient and like isolating thing, because the normal thing would be to ask for help. The normal thing would be to say, I don't feel well, or I had this really hard decision and I'm thinking of doing this. Because it's not selfish. It's just, she's just interesting. Her nature is interesting. And the way that her trauma influences her decisions. Because I don't think it's a personality trait she should be proud of. As someone who has also done that and like felt like I had to make decisions and be sick and bear things alone, it's nothing to be proud of. It's nothing to like put on a pedestal. It's a behavior that for me came from trauma because I didn't have anyone, or if I did tell people I was sick, I wasn't taken to the doctor. Like I wasn't taken seriously. So it's like medical neglect and stuff. And I think it's trauma related. And, you know, with her son and her ex and shit. I don't know I think his name is Marcus, if that's her ex. I just heard Drummer say, like, you know what he did to Naomi. So we'll see. I remember she was ostracized and he took her son. So it could be him or it could be someone else that she had an experience with. I'll let you guys remind me because I'm afraid I'll get spoilers if I look it up. But I guess he's the terrorist and like not a great dude. And the way, like, I don't remember the specifics, but he ostracized himself from Naomi, I think, for consulting with the Inners or disagreeing with his methods that were too intense in the OPA and as like resistance. She was like, I can't do this. Like, I don't agree with you. I'm pretty sure. Something to do with like the violence and stuff. And then he took her son, and I'm pretty sure. I don't know. That's my instinct, but I'll let you guys tell me. And then Ashford, you know, I love Ashford and Drummer. I just think that I love that the journey they're on, and it happens to a lot of oppressed groups where, you know, they're making progress and then they have to answer for every single goddamn like terrorist or bad actor, even though the OPA is so huge. It reminds me of how the West generalizes the Middle East and Arabs, or all Muslims, or all Africans, even though Africa's a continent. You know, it's just so relevant. And I think that their journey together is interesting because they're so similar and such foils to each other. But they're like really working together, and they're gonna have, like, I love that they're just so resolute. They're just like, sanctions, let's get this motherfucker, because you're giving everyone else a bad name. And whoever Marcus is, if it's Naomi's ex, whoever it is, him saying like, you're not a true Belter, you're not serving the Belter's interests, while there might be some validity to that, you can't murder a bunch of people. Like, you can't do that to send a message, you know? So I'm excited. I could blab on and on. I already can see, I think I've almost been talking for 10 minutes. But thank you so much to my Tier 4 patrons for producing the video, and all my other channel members and patrons. I so appreciate you. Thank you for being patient with me. I am nervous. I'm not even excited. I'm nervous. This is like, but I do know they will take care of me. It won't be so depressing, you know? Oh my God, that Nazi. Sorry for calling him a Nazi, but also he gives off just such Nazi vibes. Has that actor played villains before? Like, maybe I'm just putting a bias on him, but he did just murder someone for not a good reason. Okay, well, I love you guys so much. Take care of yourselves, drink water, take your meds. I will see you for episode 3. Bye.